Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the legendary Blind Terry Taillon, and we are live at the MCM Elegante for a showcase of the West Texas Songwriters Championships. This is not, now, Terry, this is not the traditional competition. This is not karaoke. You guys have to write your own song,
Yes,
and then you have to perform it on top of that.
yes.
So it's 100% original, it's 100%
It's
one of a
all,
kind.
yeah, it's all homegrown music, all local area artists doing music that comes from their own heart and life experiences.
And this is like, I asked him earlier if he could see the monitor behind me, and he goes by the nickname Blind Terry. And so you can't see it all.
Well, what it is I'm actually blind in one eye, but the problem is that I can't see out of the other one. So what you end up with is, yes, total blindness.
And so, like, when you think about some of these folks, like some of the famous musicians like Beethoven and Mozart, some of them had some sort of, I guess, for lack of a better terms, defect or inadequacy.
Sure.
Do you think that's where your music talent stems from, or?
My music, I can't say it any other way. It is a pure gift from God. It's something that the Lord blessed me with. I don't know how much my blindness affected my music. A lot of people want to, a lot of people think, well, because you're blind, you're going to naturally gravitate toward music. I do have some blind friends who are not musically inclined in the slightest. So I don't know if that really played an issue, or if, like I said, I truly believe it's just something that God has blessed me with, and I want to be able to give it back the way it was given to me.
Right. And so, would you say the contests that you guys, the competitions you guys have been a part of in the
What's
past,
up?
and Jimmy Ninja,
Old school.
MC, is as far as this competition is concerned, like, how does this go above and beyond? What jumps off the page about this in comparison with some of the other things you've been doing?
Oh, I'll tell you, I have not competed in a competition in over 20 years. I got to a point in my life where I would just much rather do live shows and let people experience my music for what it is. What drew me to this competition is that it's about the songwriting. It's about the performing. True songwriting and performing, it's about giving away a piece of who you are up there. It's songwriting, whether you're writing and creating or whether you're performing it. It is a truly personal and profoundly unique experience to the individual that's performing and to the audience that's hearing that individual.
And so now you don't really see that often the the artist that can't watch himself, can't critique himself, can't really look back on his own performances. So when you look back at some of your own performances, when you think about the stuff that you've done, like, how does it resonate with you? How do you go back and what's the process like for that?
I am my own worst critic. I have had performances where I left and I just felt like I did not do what I set out to do, or I didn't, to me, the performance just didn't ring true. It didn't feel right to me. And I've had audience members come up and express how much they enjoyed the experience and how much they got out of the experience. So for me, that's always the blessing, is that a lot of times I end up harder on myself. I've told friends from different performance, I'll say, well, I just don't feel like I was at my best at that performance. And they're like, well, you couldn't have told that from where we were sitting. You were giving it your all and your heart. So I guess it really is. It's a matter of, most times, a performer is their own worst critic if you're really going to be truthful with yourself about what you're doing.
Right. Now, from a showmanship aspect, see, I'm watching. I'm blessed to be watching this right here, and I'm watching you perform. The monitor behind us that we're having this interview on, and you are fired up. Like, you would never imagine in a million years. Like, so what is there, like? What is the pregame routine like, or what takes over, like, right before you get on stage and start? What drives you? What is the motivation?
It's a number of things. The people that I'm working with, the team of musicians that I'm with at the time. If I'm by myself, the crowd is a big factor. The people's. When you first start that first song, your stomach is butterflies. I've been doing this for 40 years, and I still get nervous before every performance. I mean, but once the first chords come out of the guitar, and the first that when that first song is over and the audience reacts to it, and you feel the love from the audience, it just feeds into you, and it makes for that much more of a performance.
Right, and just in wrapping up, 20 seconds or less. How would this impact if you were to win this competition? How would it impact your life?
Oh, it would just to know that my music had an impact on other people who appreciate good songwriting, good performance, would mean more to me than anything really out of all the. I mean, the opportunities are wonderful, and I'm going to be very glad if I'm able to partake of those opportunities. But simply to be accepted as one of the talented songwriters, and there are so many in this area.
Thank you. We are here at the Elegante Suites, the Remington's Lounge, right across from the mall. It is the Friday and Saturday night West Texas Songwriter Showcase. I'm here with Blind Terry. Thank you, and we will be back with more.
Thank you, Jack, and God bless y'all for all y'all do.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Get ready, and everyone's going to change places with you.
Okay.
We're about ready to get up and rock.